Welcome to Dome Rehab, Part 1. What we have here is a Twin Sonic blue dome. Got a couple superficial scratches. Top's a little bit cloudy, not too bad. But we have a little bit of crud on the sides, obviously. This one's not in too bad of shape. But what we're going to want to do is I'm going to start with the products that I use, which would be 3M Ultra Headlight Restoration Kit, which gives me all the needed sanding discs that I need to complete the task. The second item would be a lot of Windex, because instead of using water, I will use Windex to sand with. Third one is we have a 500 grit disc, an 800 grit disc, a 1500 grit disc, and then for the final touches would be a 3000 grit disc. What I normally do, I will start with the magic eraser and I will wash the dome completely before I start sanding it. And once the finishing touches are put on it, I will use Mother's Power plastic, the polish, which gives it and takes out any really good superficial scratches. And then I will finish with Meguiar's plastic polish to finish it with maybe 2 to 3 coats, depending on how much shine I need on it. So what we do is, obviously we got a drill and we have plenty of connections here. What I'm going to do with this one, it doesn't seem too superficial. So before I start washing it, I'm just going to get my sanding discs ready to go. And as you can see, works perfect. But what I want to do is I definitely want to start with the magic eraser to get all the crud, filth, any paint, residue, and filth inside and out. So the first thing I'll do is I'll wet the dome down, get it all nice and wet, soaked inside and out. And what I will do is start with a magic eraser. I like to use the foaming type because it just gets rid of all the grit and all the nonsense on the dome. Takes all your crud and filth off, and all you want to do is just really wash it down, because you want to just get all the residue off, both inside and out. Unfortunately, I have to keep bending over for the hose, but that's okay. And I'll wash the interior, inside and out. Make sure I get all the crud that's built up, the dust, residue. Especially on the outside. Magic eraser is great for taking off. It will take off paint splatter, any road tar. Basically anything that happens to get on the outside of your domes. And then once that is done, I will rinse it off. And once that is all done, now I have my dome ready to do. What I'm going to start with is, like I said, I'm going to start with 1500 grit, because this dome isn't in bad shape. 800 grit, if you start with 800 grit for deeper scratches, you are going to have to polish a lot of the haze off of the dome once you are done getting the scratches out. So I'm going to try and get them out with 1500 grit as of right now. So what I do is I just spray. I start with the top, and I just spray. I spray the entire top down with Windex. Put a little bit on here, and then what I do is just lightly go over it in a smooth, even pattern. You don't want to apply too much pressure because you can gouge it and you can create some stuff that you're not going to be able to get out. But as you can see, some of the stuff is turning, some of the stuff with the foam here on the Windex is already starting to turn dirty. So a lot of the buildup in the haze is starting to come off just on the top. So this is what I do. I just keep going over it, nice even stroke. You do not have to apply a lot of pressure to it. Let the sandpaper do the work. And what I do is I definitely keep it well wet on top and all sides, which prevents any lines from forming while sanding. And just nice even stroke all the way across. And then once you're done with that, what you want to do is rinse it off, just see where you're at. So what I do is I just rinse it off, and I can see a lot of clarity on the top of the dome already. If you can see, it took off a lot of that. If you can see my shed in the background, how clear it is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the side here. I'm going to wet it a little bit, and I'm going to work on the side now that has a little bit of scratches on it, and I'm going to use the same grit, and I'll see where it goes from there. But definitely you definitely want to soak it and use a lot. You don't want it to be dry, you know. So we'll see where we get with from here. And again, just even stroke. Not a lot of pressure. You just let the sandpaper do the work. You know, the sanding bit. And what I do is I keep spraying. I can never use enough Windex on it because you want to keep it well kind of lubricated, so to speak. Unfortunately, we're getting a little bit of spray because of my tripod, but and just nice even stroke, just like that, and then rinse it off, and we'll see where we're at. I'll rinse both inside and out. And we still do have a little bit of light scratching, which I'm going to address here in just a minute.